She used the pillow to smother Demeria, and after ensuring that Demeria was no longer breathing, she carefully repositioned her body to make it look like Demeria was still sleeping, and she even cleaned up the area to conceal the crime that she had just committed. This little girl has been charged with first-degree murder after strangling her 8 years old cousin to death, all because of an iPhone. In July 2024, two young girls, one was 12 years old, the other was 8 years old, they were spending the summer holiday in their grandmother's house. They shared a bedroom, a bunk bed, and allegedly an iPhone. Now, the exact nature of the arguments they had hasn't been fully released, but sources says it has something to do with this phone. Whether it was a fight over whose turn it was, or deleted message, or just out of pure jealousy. What we know is that things turned out in the most horrifying way imaginable. The security camera captured what the prosecutor called beyond disturbing. According to the footage, while her younger cousin Demeria Hollingsworth was still sleeping peacefully at the top bunk, the 12-year-old climbed up. She smothered her with the bedding, and what was even more chilling was her next move. After ensuring that Demeria was no longer breathing, she carefully repositioned her body to make it look like she was still sleeping. She even cleaned up the area, removing objects and adjusting objects to conceal the crime. In the morning, when the grandmother found Demeria unresponsive, she thought that Demeria must have died in her sleep, but the investigators found out that something was wrong. The time was not adding up, and the position of the body wasn't adding up either. That was when they checked the security cameras. The detective reviewed the footage and were horrified. What they saw wasn't an accident, it was a premeditated, cold, and deliberate murder. The girl was arrested and charged with first-degree murder and tampering with evidence. She has not been named publicly due to her age, but the prosecution is fighting to have her tried as an adult, because if she's tried as a juvenile, she might be out by 19. But if she's tried and convicted as an adult, she might spend decades behind bars. 8 years old Demeria Hollingsworth was described by her mother as sweet, energetic, and full of life. She loved swimming, reading, and playing outside. Her mother, Rihanna Smith, cried out in complete devastation. No mother should have to bury their child, especially not for an incident like this. A GoFundMe was set up to cover the funeral costs and help the grieving family. But in the middle of this all, the public is left asking, how could a child do this? What motivated her to strangle her own cousin? All because of a phone. Was it just rage or something deeper? This case is still unfolding, and because of the gag order from the court, many details are still sealed. But as more proceeds to come out, especially if she's tried in an adult court, we will be here watching. This case wasn't an argument over a phone. It was a premeditated murder caught on camera, and the family has been shattered. Follow for more updates on this case and other true crime stories that will leave you speechless.